Hey, Mike Swenson with the Elite Advantage team. Want to talk a little bit about how we approach lead generation and new leads and our strategy around that. One of the benefits of being on our team is guess what? You don't have to worry about what the strategy is for new leads. You know, a lot of times agents get sucked into this time capsule of figuring out how to do new lead generation. So thinking about, what are my lead sources? What's the best way to spend my money on those new leads? What are the costs associated with that? Do I do online or offline? Do I do park benches or billboards or newsletters or magazines or online lead generation? And if so, which online leads are the best? How much do they cost? All that stuff can soak up your time. And the best thing about being a part of our team is you don't have to worry about that. You just worry about doing the best job with the leads that come into our system, and you handle and follow up with them well. So if you're great with people and you love those personal relationships with people, that's fantastic. We love the people that say, "Hey, you do what you do and do a great job over here. I'm going to do what I do here and do a great job." So we'll focus on getting the leads into your system. We'll spend our time doing that. You focus on what to do with the leads, how to be most impactful when you're talking with them, how to add the most value as a local market expert versus just some part-timer that may not really know the market that well. So it frees you up to do that. So we focus on what sources are the best, what are the costs associated with them, what's the type of messaging we want to address them with, which offer are we making. And guess what? Things change. So you can't just create some sort of ad out there and expect that a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, that's still going to be producing at the same rate. There's going to be a law of diminishing returns here. So we're constantly mixing things up, keeping things fresh to keep people engaged and maximizing the money that we're spending on lead generation. We're also monitoring the performance of the leads. If this ad's working well or this one's not working well, how do we change it? So those are things that, once again, you don't have to get sucked into. You just follow up with the leads that you have. So we focus on that. We're focusing also on different campaigns. How do we structure a campaign? So when a new lead comes in, you just click a button and say, add to this campaign. We worry about what does the campaign say, how do the touches work, what's the language that we include in that, what's the sequence of events that happen. Once again, you just go click, click, and you get to add the campaign, and we take care of the rest for you. Also, we focus on retargeting. We know that people are more likely to see our name once or twice or 3 or 4 times before they come back, and they might come back one time for a little bit of time, but we want them to come back for a longer period of time. So focusing retargeting strategies, we work on that on your behalf as well. And then the thing that sometimes doesn't get talked about too much is marketing to your sphere. We know that there's a lot of people out there that know, like, and trust you and want to do business with you. And guess what? Just because they do know, like, and trust you doesn't mean they're always going to remember you or always choose you when it comes time to listing or buying a home. And so sometimes, every agent, when you talk to them over time, they've always had at least one and probably lots of circumstances where a neighbor, a close friend, or a relative has chosen somebody else to be their agent. And so what we focus is, how do we have most of the time those people come back to you? So we're focusing on strategy to keep your sphere as close to you as possible so that they do choose you. So a lot of times an agent will say, well, that was my lead, that was my sphere. And we say, fantastic, we're working together to make sure that your sphere always chooses you by the marketing and lead generation that we do to your sphere through campaigns and those types of things, and finding ways to have additional touches throughout the year. A big reason why we do our friends and family VIP events at a regular period is it allows you an opportunity to stay engaged with your sphere and stay in touch with them. So we're focusing on those things on your behalf, so you don't have to take the time to figure out, what do I do, how do I do it, what's it going to cost, what are the results. If the results aren't great, we have to change that. That's what the marketing team does. That's how we focus on that stuff for you, so that you can just show up, who's in my system, I'm going to call them, build a great relationship, and give them great professional service as a local market expert. So you get to focus on that. We focus on the other stuff for you, and that's how you have a lot of great leverage being a part of our team. If you want to know more, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help in a conversation and show you more of what you can get out of being on our team. Thanks. Hey, wait, If you want to watch another one of our videos about buying, selling, or investing in real estate or resources for our agents, click here. If you want to subscribe to our channel, click here. Thanks.